Earth's first encounter. In the distant reaches of the Andromeda Galaxy, the advanced alien civilization, known as the Ziraxians, had long observed the primitive species scattered across the cosmos. With their mastery of intergalactic travel and unrivaled technological prowess, the Ziraxians viewed themselves as the rightful stewards of the universe. Earth, a seemingly unremarkable blue planet on the fringes of the Milky Way, had captured the attention of Ziraxian astronomers. The humans, while technologically inferior, displayed a unique resourcefulness and adaptability that both intrigued and concerned the alien observers. Ziraxian High Commander Zoltar, an imposing figure with translucent blue skin and piercing silver eyes, stood on the bridge of the Ziraxian flagship, the Eternal Horizon. "Set a course for Earth," he commanded, his voice echoing through the cavernous chamber. "It is time for us to assess this species firsthand." As the Eternal Horizon traversed the vast expanse of space, propelled by advanced graviton engines, Earth's early warning systems detected the approaching alien vessel. Dr. Eliza Nakamura, a brilliant astrophysicist at the Global Space Agency, GSA, was the first to raise the alarm. "Sir, we have an unidentified object entering our solar system at unprecedented speeds," Dr. Nakamura reported to her superior, the gruff and seasoned GSA director, Marcus Steele. Director Steele's brow furrowed as he studied the data streaming across the screens before him. "Could it be a rogue asteroid or comet?" he asked, his mind racing through the possibilities. Dr. Nakamura shook her head, her voice trembling with a mix of excitement and trepidation. "No, sir. The object's trajectory and velocity suggest intelligent control. We could be looking at humanity's first encounter with an extraterrestrial civilization." Word of the approaching alien vessel spread like wildfire, sending shockwaves through the halls of power worldwide. World leaders convened emergency meetings, scrambling to devise a plan for the impending first contact. Military forces were placed on high alert, ready to defend Earth should the need arise. As the Eternal Horizon drew closer, its sleek, obsidian hull gleaming in the light of the sun, humanity held its collective breath. The future of Earth and its inhabitants hung in the balance, dependent on the intentions of the mysterious visitors from beyond the stars. Little did the Ziraxians know that their arrival would set in motion a chain of events that would test the limits of human ingenuity, determination, and the very essence of what it means to be human in the face of an overwhelming galactic power. The alien delegation arrives. The Eternal Horizon, a marvel of Ziraxian engineering, slowed its approach as it entered Earth's orbit. The massive vessel, dwarfing even the largest human-made structures, cast an imposing shadow upon the planet's surface. On the bridge, High Commander Zoltar stood tall, his silver eyes fixed on the viewscreen displaying the blue-green world before him. "Prepare a delegation," he ordered his subordinates. "We shall meet with the human leaders and assess their potential as allies or subjects." The Ziraxian delegation, comprised of High Commander Zoltar, his trusted advisors, and a contingent of elite warriors, descended upon Earth in a sleek, disc-shaped shuttle. As the craft touched down in the heart of New York City, the streets fell silent, the city's inhabitants staring in awe and trepidation at the otherworldly visitors. The aliens emerged from their shuttle, their appearance both striking and unsettling to human eyes. The Ziraxians stood nearly 8 feet tall, their life bodies covered in translucent blue skin that shimmered beneath the Earth's sun. Their angular facial features were accentuated by piercing silver eyes and thin, almost imperceptible, lips. Clad in form-fitting, iridescent body armor that seemed to flow like liquid metal, the Ziraxians exuded an aura of power and advanced technology. Each member of the delegation carried a small cylindrical device on their belts, a multi-tool capable of manipulating matter on a molecular level. A tense standoff ensued as human military forces surrounded the landing site, their weapons trained on the alien visitors. The Ziraxian warriors remained unfazed, their posture relaxed yet alert, confident in their superior abilities. High Commander Zoltar stepped forward, addressing the gathered human leaders who had assembled to meet the alien delegation. "People of Earth," he began, his voice resonating with an otherworldly timbre. "I am High Commander Zoltar of the Xeraxian Empire. We come in peace, seeking to forge an alliance with your species." The human leaders exchanged cautious glances, unsure of how to proceed. President Natalia Ivanova, the first global leader elected by the United Nations, stepped forward to respond. "High Commander Zoltar," she began, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "On behalf of the people of Earth, we welcome you. However, we must approach any alliance with caution. What are your intentions, and what do you propose?" Zoltar smiled, a cold, calculated expression that sent shivers down the spines of the human onlookers. "Our intentions are simple. The Xeraxian Empire seeks to uplift primitive species, sharing our advanced technology and knowledge in exchange for loyalty and resources. We see great potential in humanity, and we believe that an alliance would be mutually beneficial." As the human leaders deliberated among themselves, weighing the risks and benefits of an alliance with the Xeraxians, a sense of unease permeated the air. Some saw the aliens' offer as an opportunity for Earth to leap forward technologically, while others suspected that the Xeraxians' true motives were far more sinister. Unbeknownst to the human delegation, the Xeraxians had already begun to sow the seeds of their hidden agenda. Covertly placed agents, disguised as human citizens, had infiltrated key positions in governments and corporations worldwide. Their mission: to gather intelligence and pave the way for the Xeraxian Empire's domination of Earth. As negotiations between the humans and Xeraxians continued, the fate of Earth hung in the balance, with both sides harboring secrets that could tip the scales of power in the galactic arena. Negotiations and hidden agendas. In the weeks following the arrival of the Xeraxian delegation, negotiations between the aliens and human leaders intensified. High Commander Zoltar, ever the charismatic diplomat, painted a picture of a glorious future in which humanity would benefit from Xeraxian technology and knowledge, catapulting Earth into a new era of prosperity and progress. Some human leaders, eager to secure a place for their nations in the galactic community, were swayed by Zoltar's promises. They saw the alliance as a means to solve Earth's most pressing problems, from climate change to energy shortages, and to propel humanity to the stars. However, a small group of skeptics remained wary of the Xeraxians' true intentions. Led by the brilliant and tenacious Dr. Eliza Nakamura, these individuals began to investigate the aliens' activities more closely. Dr. Nakamura, working alongside a hand-picked team of experts from various fields, delved into the data gathered during the Xeraxians' time on Earth. As they analyzed the aliens' technology and behavior patterns, a disturbing picture began to emerge. "They're not just here for an alliance," Dr. Nakamura confided to her trusted colleague, a grizzled former intelligence operative named Jack Reeves. "Their technology is far beyond what they've shown us, and their interest in our planet's resources is suspicious. I fear they have a hidden agenda." Reeves, his weathered face etched with concern, nodded in agreement. "We've intercepted communications between Xeraxian agents and their ship. They're discussing the extraction of rare minerals and the establishment of hidden bases across the globe. It's clear they're preparing for something big." As Dr. Nakamura and her team raced to uncover the full extent of the Xeraxians' plans, tensions between the pro-alliance and anti-alliance factions on Earth reached a boiling point. Street protests erupted in major cities, with citizens demanding transparency from their leaders and voicing their concerns about the alien presence. Meanwhile, in the corridors of power, a shocking discovery was made. A high-ranking government official, who had been a vocal proponent of the alliance, was revealed to be a Xeraxian agent in disguise. The revelation sent shockwaves through the global community, sowing distrust and paranoia among the human leaders. President Ivanova, grappling with the weight of her responsibilities, called for an emergency summit with High Commander Zoltar. In a tense, closed-door meeting, she confronted the alien leader about the discovered infiltration and the Xeraxians' true motives. Zoltar, his silver eyes flashing with a hint of annoyance, maintained an air of calm composure. "President Ivanova," he began, his voice smooth and reassuring. "The actions of a few misguided individuals do not reflect the intentions of the Xeraxian Empire as a whole. We seek only to help humanity reach its full potential." Despite Zoltar's assurances, doubts lingered in the minds of the human leaders. The delicate balance of power between the two species was beginning to unravel, and the future of the alliance seemed uncertain. As the world watched and waited, Dr. Nakamura and her team worked tirelessly behind the scenes, piecing together the puzzle of the Xeraxians' true intentions. They knew that time was running out, and that humanity's fate hinged on their ability to expose the aliens' hidden agenda before it was too late. In secret labs and workshops across the globe, a clandestine resistance was forming. A group of brilliant scientists, engineers, and strategists determined to defend Earth from the looming alien threat. They worked in the shadows, developing advanced technologies based on reverse-engineered Xeraxian devices, preparing for the day when they would be called upon to protect their planet and their species. The stage was set for a confrontation that would determine the future of humanity and its place in the galactic order. Humanity's covert resistance. In an underground bunker deep beneath the rocky wilderness of the Nevada desert, Dr. Eliza Nakamura stood before a group of hand-picked individuals, scientists, engineers, and military strategists, her expression grim yet determined. "We've all seen the evidence," she began, her voice echoing through the dimly lit chamber. "The Xeraxians are not here as allies, but as conquerors. They seek to exploit our planet's resources and subjugate our species. We cannot let that happen." Among the gathered resistance members was Lieutenant Commander Elena Volkov, a brilliant Russian aerospace engineer with a talent for reverse engineering alien technology. "We've made significant progress in understanding their tech," she said, gesturing to the array of Xeraxian devices laid out on a nearby table. "With the right modifications and enhancements, we can create our own weapons and defenses to match theirs." Dr. Nakamura nodded, a glimmer of hope in her eyes. "Our plan is to develop a network of hidden facilities like this one across the globe, each working on a different aspect of our counter-strategy. We'll need to work quickly and quietly, staying one step ahead of the Xeraxians and their human collaborators." As the resistance set to work, they faced numerous challenges and setbacks. Xeraxian technology was incredibly advanced, and reverse engineering it was a painstaking process. The aliens' materials and construction methods were unlike anything the human scientists had ever encountered, requiring innovative thinking and unconventional approaches. In a secret lab hidden beneath the streets of Tokyo, a team led by the brilliant Japanese quantum physicist Dr. Kenji Sato worked tirelessly to develop a new form of energy shielding, one that could withstand the devastating power of Xeraxian weapons. Meanwhile, in a remote facility in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, a group of Brazilian and Colombian engineers labored to create a fleet of stealth aircraft capable of evading Xeraxian detection systems. As the Resistance's efforts began to bear fruit, they knew that time was running out. The Xeraxians were growing increasingly suspicious of human activities, and their agents were becoming more aggressive in their efforts to root out any signs of opposition. In a daring mission, Jack Reeves and a team of elite operatives infiltrated a Xeraxian mining operation in the heart of the Australian outback. There they discovered the true extent of the aliens' plans, vast machines designed to extract rare minerals from the Earth's crust, leaving devastation in their wake. Reeves and his team managed to sabotage the mining equipment and escape with crucial data on the Xeraxians' resource extraction methods. The information was quickly disseminated among the resistance cells, fueling their determination to stop the alien invaders at any cost. As the resistance grew in strength and numbers, they began to coordinate their efforts with sympathetic government officials and military leaders around the world. A covert global network took shape, sharing intelligence and resources, united in their common goal of defending Earth from the Xeraxian threat. However, the Xeraxians were not oblivious to the growing resistance movement. High Commander Zoltar, his suspicions confirmed by reports from his agents, began to plot a decisive strike against humanity. He knew that he had to act quickly and decisively before the humans could mount an effective defense. In a secret meeting with his most trusted advisors, Zoltar outlined his plan. We must seize control of Earth's key strategic locations, its capitals, its military bases, its centers of industry and technology. We will strike swiftly and without mercy, crushing any resistance before it can take root. As the Ziraxians prepared for their final assault, the human resistance braced itself for the coming storm. They knew that the fate of their species hung in the balance, and that the coming confrontation would decide the future of Earth and its place in the galactic order. The confrontation. The Ziraxian invasion began without warning, as massive alien warships descended upon Earth's major cities and strategic locations. The sky darkened with the shadow of their presence, and the air thrummed with the ominous hum of their advanced weapon systems. In the heart of New York City, Ziraxian ground forces marched through the streets, their iridescent armor gleaming beneath the flickering light of burning buildings. They moved with ruthless efficiency, securing key government buildings and communication centers, as panicked citizens fled in terror. Similar scenes played out in capitals and cities around the globe, as the Ziraxians sought to decapitate Earth's leadership and crush any potential resistance in one swift strike. However, the aliens had underestimated the resourcefulness and determination of the human resistance. As the Ziraxian forces advanced, they were met with fierce opposition from a well-coordinated network of human fighters, armed with reverse-engineered alien technology and an unwavering resolve to defend their planet. In the skies above Tokyo, a squadron of sleek, black stealth aircraft, piloted by the best and brightest of the Japanese self-defense forces, engaged the Ziraxian warships in a daring aerial battle. Equipped with Dr. Sato's quantum energy shields and advanced weaponry, the human pilots managed to hold their own against the technologically superior alien craft. On the ground, resistance fighters employed guerrilla tactics, striking at the Ziraxians from hidden positions and fading away into the shadows before the aliens could mount a counterattack. In the narrow streets of Paris, a group of French Special Forces operatives, armed with portable electromagnetic pulse weapons, managed to disable a column of Ziraxian battle tanks, turning the tide of the battle in the city's favor. As news of the Resistance's successes spread, hope began to surge through the hearts of the human defenders. In the United States, President Ivanova addressed the nation from a secure bunker, rallying her people to stand firm against the alien invaders. "We face the greatest challenge in the history of our species," she declared, her voice filled with steely determination. "But we will not falter, we will not surrender. We will fight for our planet, for our freedom, and for the future of humanity." As the battle raged on, Dr. Nakamura and her team worked tirelessly to deploy their secret weapon, a massive orbital defense platform equipped with a directed energy weapon capable of penetrating the Ziraxian shields and disabling their ships. In a desperate gambit, Jack Reeves and his team of operatives infiltrated the Ziraxian flagship, the Eternal Horizon, in an attempt to sabotage the ship's main power core and disable its weapon systems. Fighting their way through the ship's defenses, they managed to reach the core, only to be confronted by High Commander Zoltar himself. In a tense standoff, Zoltar sneered at the human intruders. "You really think you can stop us?" he taunted, his silver eyes flashing with malice. "We are the Ziraxians, the rightful rulers of the galaxy. Your primitive species is no match for our power." Reeves, his jaw set with determination, met Zoltar's gaze unflinchingly. "You underestimate us," he replied. His hand Reeves, his jaw set with determination, met Zoltar's gaze unflinchingly. "You underestimate us," he replied, his hand tightening around the trigger of his weapon. "Humanity will never surrender to the likes of you." In a flash of movement, Reeves and his team engaged Zoltar and his guards in a fierce firefight. The chamber echoed with the sounds of weapons fire and the crackle of energy beams as the two sides clashed in a deadly dance. Despite their advanced technology, the Xeraxians found themselves hard-pressed to counter the humans' determination and resourcefulness. Reeves and his team fought with a savagery born of desperation, driven by the knowledge that the fate of their planet hung in the balance. In a final, desperate act, Reeves launched himself at Zoltar, tackling the alien commander to the ground. The two leaders grappled in a brutal hand-to-hand struggle, their armor sparking and cracking under the strain of their exertions. With a last Herculean effort, Reeves managed to wrench Zoltar's multi-tool from his belt and plunge it into the ship's power core. The device, overloaded by the sudden influx of energy, exploded in a blinding flash of light, sending shockwaves rippling through the vessel. As the eternal horizon shuddered and began to break apart, Reeves and his team fought their way back to their own ship, narrowly escaping the crippled Xeraxian flagship as it plummeted towards Earth's surface. On the ground, the human resistance watched in awe as the massive alien vessel streaked across the sky, trailing flames and debris in its wake. The sight of their enemy's defeat galvanized the human forces, and they redoubled their efforts to drive the remaining Xeraxian ground troops from their cities and towns. In orbit, Dr. Nakamura's defense platform opened fire, its powerful directed energy weapon slicing through the Xeraxian fleet with devastating precision. One by one, the alien ships fell, their shields failing and their hulls buckling under the onslaught of human ingenuity and determination. As the last of the Xeraxian vessels retreated into the depths of space, the people of Earth emerged from their shelters and bunkers, blinking in the sudden sunlight of a new dawn. They had faced the greatest challenge in the history of their species, and they had emerged victorious. In the aftermath of the battle, humanity set about the task of rebuilding their shattered world. The technology and knowledge gained from their struggle against the Xeraxians would propel them forward into a new era of progress and prosperity as they took their first tentative steps into the wider galaxy. The Xeraxian War, as it came to be known, would be remembered as a pivotal moment in human history, a time when the people of Earth stood united against a common enemy and proved that the spirit of humanity was indomitable. As for the brave men and women who had fought and sacrificed to defend their planet, they would be hailed as heroes, their names etched forever in the annals of history. And at the forefront of those heroes stood Jack Reeves, the man who had faced down the Xeraxian High Commander and struck the decisive blow that had saved humanity from the brink of extinction. Earth had emerged from the crucible of war stronger, wiser, and more united than ever before. And as humanity looked to the stars, they knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, with the same courage and determination that had carried them through their darkest hour. Resolution and new era. In the wake of the Xeraxian War, Earth found itself forever changed. The once disparate nations of the world had been forged into a single, united entity, bound together by their shared struggle against the alien invaders. Under the leadership of President Natalia Ivanova, the newly formed United Earth government set about the task of rebuilding and fortifying their world. The knowledge and technology gained from the Xeraxians were carefully studied and adapted, leading to breakthroughs in fields ranging from energy production to space travel. Dr. Eliza Nakamura, hailed as a hero for her role in developing the orbital defense platform, was appointed as the head of the newly created Global Science and Technology Council. Under her guidance, Earth's greatest minds worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of the universe and secure humanity's place among the stars. Jack Reeves, the man who had struck the decisive blow against High Commander Zoltar, found himself grappling with the weight of his newfound fame. Haunted by the memories of the war and the sacrifices made by his fallen comrades, he withdrew from the public eye, seeking solace in the quiet solitude of his Montana ranch. As the years passed, Earth's influence and presence in the galaxy grew. The United Earth Space Fleet, equipped with advanced ships and weapons derived from Xeraxian technology, began to explore the cosmos, establishing diplomatic relations with other alien species and forging new alliances. The Xeraxians, their once mighty empire shattered by their defeat at the hands of the humans, retreated to the fringes of the galaxy. Their leader, High Commander Zoltar, was tried and convicted for his crimes against humanity, sentenced to a lifetime of exile on a remote, uninhabited world. On Earth, the scars of the war slowly began to heal. Cities were rebuilt, and life returned to a semblance of normalcy. The human spirit, tempered by the fires of adversity, emerged stronger and more resilient than ever before. In a small, unassuming workshop on the outskirts of Tokyo, an elderly Dr. Kenji Sato tinkered with a new invention, a compact, high-efficiency power cell based on Xeraxian technology. As he worked, he reflected on the incredible journey that had brought him to this moment. To think, he mused, a wistful smile on his face, that the technology we once feared would be our undoing has now become the key to our future. Across the globe, in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, a team of Brazilian and Colombian scientists worked to adapt Xeraxian bioengineering techniques to restore the once dwindling ecosystem. The lush, green canopy of the rainforest, now thriving with an unprecedented diversity of life, stood as a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the human spirit. As Earth looked to the future, its people knew that the challenges ahead would be many. The galaxy was vast and full of untold wonders and dangers, and humanity's journey was only just beginning. But armed with the knowledge and wisdom gained from their darkest hour, the people of Earth stood ready to face whatever lay ahead. They had proven to themselves and to the universe that the human spirit was indomitable, that even in the face of overwhelming odds, they would never surrender. And as the first human starships set out to explore the vast expanses of the cosmos, the people of Earth knew that they carried with them the hopes, dreams, and unbreakable spirit of a united humanity, a force that would forever shape the destiny of the galaxy.